This video is not intended for people under the age of 13 as the game is rated T for teen. Hey you guys, it's Bree Simulated here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today we're going ahead and going CC shopping. So I just want to get straight damn into this. I was about to just go ahead and sort of film a clip with no voiceover and not do it with you guys. I'm not really sure how people are doing CC shopping these days, but I just wanted to go ahead and do it completely and utterly with you, raw, and just show you my process, because I know a lot of people had a lot of interest in the way I organize my mods in CC, so I thought it would be cool to show you guys how I also update it. So I started on my own, as you can see. Sorry, left you guys out on this one. But I go ahead and just search by each of the people that I have here in these folders. So I'm in my Electronic Arts, The Sims 4, then I created a mods folder, and then in the mods there is CC. So this is what's inside my CC folder. Here we have the keep column. This is just a whole heap of stuff like defaults, my what do you call them? Stretch marks and eyes, lashes, stuff like that, that I don't use a bunch of stuff from the individual creators, but I use all the time. So then we've got a hoop, which is a Harris 00 Brittany, and now I'm about to find blush chat. So I just go ahead and open them all up in different tabs to go ahead and see if they have any new stuff from the last time that I went ahead and downloaded from them. So I just go ahead and search like this, Cryptic Sims, Green Llamas. I know that Green Llamas and Cryptic Sims have both uploaded some more stuff. Why did I type in Green Sims? Green Llamas. They've both came out with some really cool stuff since I last downloaded. Same with Grim Cookies, I think. They're like my top 3 favorite CC creators, I swear. Oh, I think Illogical Sims had a whole new entire pack come out, so I'll have to check him on out. And like I was saying, let me know how you do yours and I'll go ahead and check out how you do it. I used to just search for it and then just scroll down, or I used to go on other people's little CC find blogs and try and go through there, but that just wasn't cutting it for me anymore. Also, I think Zebra Zest doesn't upload CC anymore. Yeah, Zebra Zest doesn't upload anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and move them into keep because I really like their hairstyles. I have a couple from them. I'm just gonna move them into keep because I'm not gonna keep them updated because they don't make CC anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on into each creator. What I do is I go through each of their stuff and cross-reference it to what I already have. So I'll probably just start at A just to make it easier. So then what I do is I just go ahead and open them all up in new links. Oh my god, you can probably hear my washing machine. Alrighty, I shut the laundry door and my study door, so hopefully you can't hear the washing machine as much anymore. But basically I open up all of the things that I want into new tabs, and then I go ahead and check them out. So it's really important to read this, even if it's just briefly. Usually it says the same stuff, so just look out for things like you need to get the mesh, or you need to download it this way, or whatever. And you've got the thing how it's got no bangs and bangs, so pay attention to that when you're downloading because it'll be important if you only want a certain one. So then you can see all of Austin's links to his Twitter and Twitch and whatnot, but the one that you want for now, if you're just downloading and you're already following him elsewhere, is just the download button. So then alternative download is through Mediafire. I don't really like Mediafire. Let's see what the automatic one is. Alrighty, so it takes you to Patreon. Something really important to know is that you don't need to pay on Patreon or to have a Patreon account to download CC from Patreon. A big common misconception is what I meant to say, is that people like Austin who make CC and post it on Patreon are doing so just to earn money, or they're money hungry, or they're hiding their things behind a paywall. This can be true for some CC creators and it's really important to look out for, but you'll find more often than not that a lot of them are following the rules and guidelines set by EA and the Sims team, and that they're doing it for the betterment of the community whilst also benefiting themselves. which I think is really important because this really is a work of art, and this goes for all creators, not just Austin. It's a work of art and it deserves to be monetized as such, just as those who create digital paintings or digital icons and stuff for social media, they deserve to be paid a commission as well. This is sort of the alternative of that because they're uploading it for everyone to download. So you don't have to be subscribed or become a Patreon to get this. The bonus of doing that is that you get it early. So you can see here, it'll vary for each person, but there are some rough guidelines. So early access to the first release of the month. So some of them have like systems where they'll upload every day or once a week or the second weekend of every month, you know, stuff like that. And so you'll subscribe to each tier, join the tiers. So then they'll have different things. And the main thing is that if you're supporting someone on Patreon, that's awesome, but make sure that they're doing the right things. Otherwise, they might not be someone you want to be supporting with your money if they're not following the guidelines, because it's really important that they are following those guidelines and obeying those rules set by EA, because I think that it's really important that that's consistent with our community. So just a little PSA. Don't know if I'll include that in the video, but anyway, what you do is you just go ahead and check all this out. It's usually the same as what it said on Tumblr. So then you've got your download links. So you've got Sims File Share or Mediafire. So if you just go ahead and open this in a new link, it'll bring you to Sims File Share, which is one of the most effective, safe, in my opinion, easiest, most simple ways. So here you can see you got the Bree hair set zip. So because this one has the most downloads, it suggests to me that it is the one that contains all of these. These ones have like 50% less, mainly because it's people just downloading what they individually want rather than the whole set, because they might not want the whole set, which is fine. And it's good to have that option. So I'm going to go ahead and download the zip, and then I'll unzip it in my mods folder and go ahead and go from there. So to unzip, you need to have WinRAR installed. Don't pay for it. The trial will work forever. Then you just right click on the package and click extract files here. And then you're good to go. Alrighty, I think that's all I want to say for now. Now I'm just going to go ahead and speed through the shopping. I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys watch in fast forward, and I'll play some music in the background or maybe do a voiceover. I don't know yet. But I'm just going to go ahead and download all the CC from all the creators that I love. So what you're basically seeing in this voiceover clip on screen is me opening all the tabs and picking out all the CC that I might want to download, and then going ahead and showcasing it in game. So what I basically do, just to give you guys some tips, not really much of a tutorial. If you want to see a full tutorial, I do have a big, long, impactful mods and CC overview tutorial installation tips video. They'll link down below as always in my CC showcases. But the main thing, the tip that I want to give you is just basically running you through how I do this. I've done it a lot of different ways in the past, but this is the way I find most simple and the way that works the most without you getting confused about what you have and haven't already downloaded. But the way that I install it is I go onto all of their blogs, like I showed you, go into my CC folder, open up all their blogs or their websites, whatever it may be, on my internet browser. And then from there, I go down to the last piece of CC I installed. So say if it's with Sweet Taco Plum Bobs, they upload their hairs in numbers. So it will be like hair number 1, 2, 3. I'll go into my hair file, look and see. I think this time the last one I downloaded was hair 24. So then I go down to hair 25 and I look from hair 25 to I think it was 28 today or something like that, and look at all the ones that are new since I last downloaded, and then I'll pick the ones out of the new ones that I want to install. This saves you from doubling up and reinstalling things that are already in your mods folder, which can sometimes create issues if you have multiple files. It can also help you find out, oh, I forgot to get the mesh last time, so I can get it here. And it just helps you keep track chronologically of what you already have and what you might need to delete or fix or change, and what you might want to add new. So that's how I keep it organized. From there, I just go through and install anything new that I like by opening it in a new tab. Sometimes you have to open it in Patreon, and then from Patreon, there might be a file link that you can download from. I found Patreon has always been extremely safe and secure. The great thing is you always know it's coming directly from the creator, so that's great. Another way that you might be downloading it is from Sims File Share. Those are the only two methods I would personally recommend for downloading CC. So if you're on Tumblr, you're going to be downloading it from an external site. You're never downloading something directly from Tumblr, in my experience. Usually the download link takes you to Sims File Share, which is the site that has like the blue at the top and a green plumb bob, and you click the download button will be blue and then it will turn green once you download it. I find that site really helpful because it helps you keep track of what you've already downloaded in a sense. Then once you download it, it'll go into your downloads on your computer or in your browser, whatever you're using. And what I do is I download 5 things at a time because that's what the like Mozilla Firefox thing lets you do before you have to open up your downloads tab. And I go ahead and have a folder on my desktop called new. And I'll go ahead and drag the 5 items at a time into the new folder. I'll go ahead and do that until I've downloaded everything, and I make sure that I close down all the tabs that I'm done with as I'm going so I don't get confused or lost. Then what I do once I've downloaded everything, I've closed all the tabs that I had opened, I go ahead and go into the new file and I extract anything that needs to be extracted. So if something is a package or a zip or something like that, it's usually called, you'll see that it has the little book folders next to it. Like instead of just the regular icon for an item on your computer, it has a different one to all the rest. So what I go ahead and do is once you have the trial of WinRAR installed, I think that's what it's called, you just right click and I go extract files here. That guarantees that they'll all be in the same folder still. So then I go ahead and remove all of my CC onto my desktop, aside from my defaults that I know are all good, and I go ahead and put my new stuff into my CC folder. So yeah, I just go ahead and do that. I'm very fortunate this time. Nothing was bad. Nothing was missing a mesh. Nothing was, corrupted. Nothing was forgotten to be unzipped fully or anything like that. So everything was all good. Double thumbs up. I also want to point out that after filming this video, I now have to go ahead and remove the new folder from my mods folder, then drag back in all my old ones, which I have in like alphabetical order, named by the names of the creators. I usually name them by the names that it appears as on the CC, or their name as it is on their Tumblr or their Patreon, whatever it may be. Then I go into the new folder and I need to open up all of the files and put them into their respective folders. At first, I just put them straight into the creator's name, and then I go into each creator and I put them into their categories. So, for example, with Cryptic Sims, I get a lot of their makeup, I think mostly their makeup, and I go into my makeup folder, and then I'll probably have it even split into eyeshadow, eyeliner, like facial blush and stuff, like foundation stuff, and like miscellaneous, So lipstick as well. Lipstick. Gotta love Cryptic Sims lipsticks. And so I'll have it split into those couple of categories, whatever it is that I download from this creator most frequently. And then I'll split it into those categories as well after I know that they work. I won't put them into those categories yet until I know that they're all good. Because if you put them in there and it's like 5 folders deep and you forget the name and you don't know what it looks like, it can be really hard to find the things that are missing meshes or that need extracting, or that didn't install properly, or maybe they're just a bad piece of CC. It can be really hard to find it if you've got it in that deep. So just go with the new folder to begin with. Make sure that you drag it in there and that you're restarting your game in between altering these files, otherwise they won't show up. And I think that's about it. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now, is just fix up my folder and drag it all in there and make sure it's all organized perfectly now that I know that it ran smoothly. I also want to note that when I'm filming this voiceover, I haven't looked at the Illogical Sims, SimKia furniture pack yet. I just ended up going through my custom content. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to do a build just with that pack. So I'm not excluding it from this video for any reason. It wasn't bad or faulty or anything. I honestly just forgot to go into build and buy. I always do that for some reason. I'm really sorry, Illogical Sims. But I'm going to go ahead and maybe do a little bit more of a review. I know other people already have done it, but I might do just a little bit of a review / overview / build with the CC pack, because I don't build with CC very often on my channel. I hope you like that idea. I hope you like this video. and that you maybe found at least one of my little tips and tricks helpful. Let me know how you download and organize and install your mods in CC. Also, go ahead and let me know if you download from any of the creators that I showcased here today. I'll have all their Tumblrs and Patreons, anything relevant to them down below, so you can go ahead and check them out and support them if you can. Let me know who are your favorites, who do you use for what, who's your favorite makeup CC creator, favorite for hairs. Let me know if there's anyone that I'm sleeping on, if there's anyone that I need to discover and find out and add to my rotation of CC creators that I use, because I'm really looking to add some new ones in this year because I've gotten comfortable with the ones that I've added. So I'm looking to branch out, especially with this new creator sims I'm going to be doing for my new series. I want to have a lot of variety within the way that my sims appear, so let me know. Until next time, I hope you'll have a very snazzy day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!